What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Friday, February 9th, 2024, and this is how we traded SPY today. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to set that pre-market high. I got that pre-market high way up here at 501.08. So 501.08, you're thinking, you know what, 501.08, what in the world? We punched right through that $500 level in pre-market and ran up. Are we going to have a massive sell-off today? We're going to test that high and have a massive sell-off. No earthly idea. That is why, again, folks, when our edge presents itself, we put on the trade, no questions asked. So 501.08 to the upside, looking for the downside. Pre-market low right down around in here. We got about 498.30, somewhere right around in there. So we got a pre-market double top, 5 minute up in this area, 30-minute pre-market double top also. So we're going to pay attention, very, very close attention to these levels. So $500.41, $499.90, coming down to this 5 minute triple bottom in pre-market right in here. Also got this 15 minutes. So this is a 15-minute pre-market double top as well. So that's what we got. We got a 5 minute double bottom in pre-market down to this 30-minute resistance from yesterday. So yesterday, resistance, and then it came back down at this level. So let's get into the day and kind of see how it shook out. Again, we had that nice cross in pre-market. Wish we could play the pre-market. We can't. Some brokers actually allow you to play it up to about 9:15 Eastern time. I think Fidelity is one of those brokers. That's what I understand anyway. So wait for that first cross to the upside. Took this first cross to the upside right out of the gate. What were we, about 10 or 11 minutes into the day? And guess what happened? Went up. So the question is, why didn't I let it get above VWAP? Well, I'm thinking, okay, early in the day. VWAP is important, but it's not nearly as important as late in the day. So I took this play to the upside with the expectation that we could get through VWAP, gave a little bit of room back to the downside. And guess what? Ended up as a losing trade because, again, we had this pre-market double bottom. 5 minute, that was my safety zone right there. So took the L right out of the gate. Was able to reconfirm into that play here just a couple minutes later. I thought, you know what? I've got good support down here. That is my level of risk. So I had what, 91 up to 09? But I have 20 cents worth of risk, somewhere right around there. Not a whole lot of risk. So I took this double cross back to the upside, rode it up for just a few minutes because I thought at that point, you know what, just take it off the table up here at this 499.68 when we got that wick and not a close above that level. So there are two levels that we're going to be very, very interested throughout the day. One being 499.50. So remember that level, 499.50 and 499.64. So we made a nice little high up here. Punch back down to the downside, touched that VWAP, came back up, and we had a double cross through this level of support. And again, remember, 499.50. So we got through that 499.50. I took a position right there and thought, you know what, if we can get up to this 499.64 and through this, let's look for that next level up high. So I rode this thing. Now, once we got this close up here, we got this close above 499.64. I'm thinking, you know what, $500.41 is in play. But you know what, it kind of bounced around, and I took my trade off the table when I realized we weren't going to push up there. Still a decent little trade, not too bad at all, but we had another cross to the upside right in here. Didn't take that. Now, I didn't take this play back to the downside right over here. Would have been a good play. We breached this level 499.90, which again, that's the level that I was looking for over here. Had this nice little short-term 1 minute head and shoulders set up, left shoulder over here, right shoulder breach this level to the downside. What did I say? No, there's not enough meat on the bone. Let's see if we can get through VWAP. Well, guess what? We did get through VWAP, and remember, that's that level 499.50 we were trying to breach and hold below. So what did I do? I took a position on the breach of that back to the downside, and guess what? Turned out to be a losing trade. So I've got a loser here. I've got a winner here. I've got a decent little winner over here, and I'm taking a loss right in here as well. But remember this level, 499.50, 499.50. Look at this, folks. Didn't take this play off this 499.50 or this 499.64. I waited for a little bit of pullback, rode this 9 up. I was not in this play. I took this play right here at 1240 because I'm thinking at that point, you know what? $500.41 is in play. And sure enough, it was. So look at this cross to the upside. Remember, again, this level, 499.50. If we scroll out, look at this level. Absolutely incredible level the rest of the day. So took that play back to the upside, ran it through this level. So this $500.41 level back to the upside. Again, we're still looking for, again, this level right here. Played a little bit tight to the vest on this one, gave a little bit of room to breathe. It was a good trade. Again, was looking to breach that $500.41. We did, stayed in the trade and then closed out when I realized we probably weren't going to get up to this 501.08. And I was right. We're not going to get in there. But guess what? Took it back up to the upside. Now, if you have access to Volume Profile, I want you to install Volume Profile. That is available on TradingView. It is by KV4 Coins. So KV4 Coins. It shows you where your volume has been traded during the trading day. It is one of the best tools, in my opinion, out there. Because not only are we use candlesticks, okay? So depending on the time frame, we can use a 1, a 3, a 5, a 15, a 30. For really, really good levels of support, but also on Volume Profile, that will show you exactly where that volume has been traded. So it will give you different levels. So this $500.58 had a really, really nice volume node. And I was in with the community at that point, and I said, folks, we have a beautiful volume node at, I think it was $500.40 or 58 or 57 cents right in here. I said, if we are able to hold above that level, we could potentially take out that 501.08 to the upside. So we had a double cross on this candle right here at 1356. So at 1356, I said, you know what? There's very, very little risk to the downside. If it goes against me, I'm going to close out that trade if we breach $500.58 again back to the downside. So I relied on both the 9 and the 20 to take us up over that 501.08. At that point, I'm thinking, okay, I got a double cross here. So my double cross closed at about right at $500.69. I'm thinking, okay, a good double cross will either give you $1 or a $2 move from where that double cross ended. So I'm shooting for $500.69. Guess what? We got to $500.66 or 65 cents right up in here. Did not get that 69, really, really close to $1. I gave it, a couple of minutes to breathe and closed out when we breached the 9 back to the downside. I figured, you know what? If we can reconfirm back into that play, I will take that again to the upside and see where it'll go. It kind of bounced around for a few more minutes, made a nice little run down here. We had our community members, they asked the question, they said, would you take puts up here? And we were in this area at this point. And I said, generally speaking, what I like to do is I don't like to take that first after a big run to the upside or the downside. I don't like to take that first run to that first cross to the upside. I would rather make a lower low and then a lower high. And then if you get a cross back to the downside, you can play it back to the downside. I didn't play it. It was getting pretty late in the day at that time. It was, I think we had 30 minutes to close, somewhere right around in there. But anyway, a nice little run off of this. We had the POC sitting right here. POC was lower at this time. We had the POC in that 501.08. Remember that level, 501.08, pre-market high. I didn't take this back to the downside because I thought, you know what? It's been a pretty good day up to this point. A couple wins, a couple losses. We're just going to go into the weekend on a high note. Go into the weekend on a win. We like to do that. So, had this crossed, the 350 candle is right here. And if you are brave, you play that 350 candle. The question was, how much meat was there on the known bone up there? And my thought was, okay, 92 up to 501.08. Not a whole lot of room there. We got 7, we got 8, we got essentially, 15 cents. And it closed out on that next candle, or a couple of candles level later, right at that level. Anyway, just kind of bounced around into close, and we closed right at, where did we close? 501.20. So 501.20 closed on the day. Overall, it was a good day. But again, remember this level right here, 499.50. Once we touched that level again, we never looked back, and we just went up and up and up and up from that point. It was a really, really good day in the markets today, with the exception of maybe this little area in here, just this little consolidation pullback to this level. I really thought we were going to make a run back to the downside when we breach VWAP. But you know what? I'm allowed to be wrong, and it happens. The better play would have been probably staying out of this play and then played it back to the upside, because, again, we were trending up on the day, but kind of took a flyer on that play right there. It didn't work out. Now, that is within my rule set to play that play. So I'm not breaking my rules when I take a play like that. But anyway, that is how we traded SPY today. Overall, it was a very good day. It was a good week. We had a couple of days during the week that were not the best days, but you know what? That happens. I think yesterday was one of those days. Very fortunate yesterday to be on the good side of the ledger. But again, that's how we did it today. I hope everybody had a great week. Now, if you enjoy our content, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. Leave us a comment and share with your friends. We would greatly appreciate it. Now, if you are interested in live daily trading, there's a link down below. So head on over to our Discord. It is Trading Decoded. We do live daily trading every single day. So from bell to bell, every single day, live daily trading. If you are interested in the 920 strategy, head over to 920trading.com. Again, that link is also down below in the description. Sign up for our free newsletter. Now, at 920trading.com, everything about the strategy is laid out in black and white. So it's all there. You don't have to pay for anything, folks. It's all there to take a look at. See if you like it. If you like it, great. If you don't, hey, that's not a problem. There are a bunch of different good strategies out there. But again, that's how we did it today. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us this afternoon. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we will see you in the markets.